First opened in the year 2000. A look there at Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Texas Rangers and their cross-state rivals, the Houston Astros.
Leading off for the Astros, third baseman, David Boucher.
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first by Pennington, and there's one gone. David Boucher will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
David Boucher.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is on the ground now for Andrus at short. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, one away. David Boucher will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a pitch reached for and chopped on the ground to first. And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're looking up at a... David Boucher will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
2-0 on the way. And here's a pitch in the dirt, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. You take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game. Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Texas Rangers and their cross-state rivals, the Houston Astros. And with final warm-ups nearly complete, let's check out the starting lineups for each manager here tonight. And then briefly, let's take a look at the 2 starting pitchers who get the assignment here. David Boucher will get his first opportunity here as you take a look at how he's fared versus this arm to this point in his career.
One time, right here. One time, right here. All right, Let's go now. Let's go.
A throw behind the runner at second.
Right,
Runner's back. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw is in time. David Boucher will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time.
David Boucher.
He's running towards second. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get... Astros are down quietly. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. David Boucher will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
He'll just keep adding and subtracting speed on his pitches. That's how the good ones do it.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Martin able to take it in for the first out.
Well, we're still looking for that first run of the ball game. Thought for a second this might be it, but it just didn't have enough steam behind it.
Now batting.
David Boucher will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And the runner back in standing. Line hard, but foul. Runner goes. Hit and run was on, but this is a tapper out in front of the mound. Throw on to fielder for out number 2. David Boucher will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 0-2 once more. Way outside. 1-2.
And that works almost like a pitch out there, just in case he's thinking about it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he got caught chasing those first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's kind of caught on to their game now. Those are 2 good takes to get it back to 2-2.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. David Boucher will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he was a
It's time for baseball from the Bay Area as MLB The Show welcomes you to the O.co Coliseum in Oakland. The opener of the final series of the year between the American League's Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. And then briefly, let's take a look at the two starting pitchers who get the assignment here. David Boucher will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Now both runners on the move, and he will be nailed at third on a questionable decision. David Boucher will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
David Boucher will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
David Boucher.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Well, behind the plate, he might have been more concerned with trying to frame that pitch than he was trying to catch it. They do get the called strike here, but you know what else? They get the pass ball.
No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Now batting, third baseman.
David Boucher will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his two trips so far. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 28 on the season, as the Astros have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, they're starting to make it look awfully easy out there. He gets a pitch he can handle. This becomes their second home run here in the inning, so they're starting to get some pretty good swings against him now.
David Boucher will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have...
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him.
Things are starting to get away from him just a little here. And this is going to score a run on the wild pitch, and it's going to move another runner up to third, so he's got to pull himself together before things really start to go south.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. Tough throw to first. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. David Boucher will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. High strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Just off the plate and high, ball one. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Grounded foul. Still 2 strikes. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
The payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. You can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Fans are
definitely.
It's time for baseball from the Bay Area as MLB The Show welcomes you to the O.co Coliseum in Oakland. Game 2 of the final series of the year. And then briefly, let's take a look at the 2 starting pitchers who get the assignment here. David Boucher will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Grounded softly to the left side. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. David Boucher will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Here's the first offering. Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Catch made there by Lowry, and there are 2 gone now.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honor. Nighttime skies falling over the Oakland Hills and the O.Co Coliseum. It's the penultimate game of the year between the American League's Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. David Boucher will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run will score as the Astros are off to the early 1-0 lead.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Leading off for the Astros, third baseman
David Boucher will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. Hard hit towards center. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth. David Boucher will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
David Boucher.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away. David Boucher will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
David Boucher.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There goes Altuve. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is in the second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a two-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it, but at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, they tried to let him finish off the complete game, but he wound up needing a little help to get the final 2 outs.
In front of a loud but unmistakably tense crowd, MLB The Show's coverage of the Major League Baseball postseason begins right here. It's the one-game American League wildcard playoff between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Houston Astros.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Yankees, as Joe Girardi's starting nine assembles this way. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His numbers right there on the right side of your screen. David Boucher will stand in for the first time here.
Third baseman, David Boucher.
big old inning right here. Two down. Hey, get in there right here.
Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. After 1, no score. David Boucher will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
David Boucher will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
David Boucher.
Ball 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 1-1 home. Fouled straight back. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. David Boucher will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw on to first by Drew, and that's out number 1. David Boucher will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. Fastball's too high here, 1-0.
Come on now, big dog, get your pitch. Here you go, fellas, let's go. Here you go, boys. Come on.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, clean up the track. Let's go, right here. Hey, wait for yours here.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw gets him, 2 down. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door?